Hey cherubs, Lulu here, jumping in to do a reading for you. So the reading I'm going to do is for those of you who are struggling with relationships that you don't feel that you have any peace with. These are the cards that are just coming up now. So you've got peace in reverse, and then you've got go to sea as well. So for many of you, you could be feeling very unsettled and feeling very lost emotionally within this. I split the deck and you've got connection here. So if that is you, I would say it's important to stay connected with community, supportive community, your friend groups and things like that, because just so that you're not alone with all these feelings of, inner conflict or inner turmoil and feeling a little bit lost with where everything's going emotionally. Like, we all need emotional support at times. And it's hard for people around you who know you and love you to offer you support if they don't know what's going on for you. So let's just see what else wants to come out from this deck. If you do want your own personal love reading, just reach out. So we've got the card of deep knowing, regeneration, and then milk and honey. So I'm not sure, some of these, they sort of flipped out in a weird way, so they may have been in reverse, but it doesn't matter anyway. I feel like this is possibly a process of regeneration for some of you. Like, within this connection, there is a part of you that is going to be reborn in a way. That sounds dramatic, I know, but it's just like what this connection or relationship is doing for you is helping you to burn away, basically heal through whatever needs to be moved through, so that you can come back, renewed with new growth and a new version of yourself. But it's basically just letting parts of you that need to go via healing and things like that, self-love and compassion. I feel like that's the self-love and compassion is where the milk and honey is right now, but you may be trying to seek it outside of yourself, feeling like that if you don't have this person, that you're missing out on the milk and honey. But the thing is, this is something, the thing that you're seeking, you can give yourself. And I can understand and feel some resistance towards that statement, but I feel like as you go along your process, this is something that you will more, deeply understand, and it is via the process of self-love, self-care, and nurture and healing. You have a deep knowing. I'm pretty sure this is one that came in reverse as well. Deep knowing came out. Well, the deep knowing concept came out in the daily today via the High Priestess energy as well. So it's like sometimes we can have a deep knowing about something, but we don't want to believe it for whatever reason, or we don't want to acknowledge that as a truth. Even though spiritually, because this is number 43, 7, and that's what this card is as well. It's a number 7. So it's 77. Like, there's something here on a spiritual level that you could be in process of mastering, but not really even be aware of that. So anyway, let's see what else. Yeah, you've got this card of message in a bottle, and then why was on the bottom. So I do, then to be fair, it was also on the bottom, and then soulmates on the bottom. And then I'm just going to tell you this whole story. Okay, I've got to stop now, right? No, we're still going. Okay, I need to stop now, really. Jeez. Okay, I should have basically told this whole story as we were going, but now I'm just going to have to go backwards, right? So what this is this is a process of mending. This is a deeply spiritual connection, okay? It's not one that's not going to take a lot of work. You have to be willing to do the work. And the reason that you're doing the work is so that you can change what was a never-ending story. So this could also tap into past lives as well. You're in connection possibly with someone that you've been in connection with in other lifetimes, but in this lifetime you have the potential to change a story that's been playing out over time. And this is an opportunity to build, okay, to build something new in this lifetime. This is 28, this is new beginnings, right? And it's also 28 reducing to 10, so a new cycle. So understand this, that there is much potential in this lifetime to change long-standing, long-playing storylines, right? Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, and you will know that you're in one of these type of connections because of the ridiculous amount of synchronicities and signs that you are getting from the universe, from the spiritual, that are landing in the physical with number 18 there, which is much about the spiritual and physical. So maybe too that recognizing those signs and synchronicities can help move you out of a state of anxiety. Yeah, and this could be about a divine masculine here. So it also could feel like you're in different worlds or different places or different spaces at this time, and just try to be okay with that, you know, that understanding that you're both on your own journey, and at some points it's not matching up in the physical, and that's just because you have work to do and they have work to do. Like the divine masculine probably has work to do as well, but this, just bear in mind, this could be the divine masculine, the masculine, or it could be your own inner divine masculine coming into balance as well. So when you can get to this place where you're not being very rigid around your thoughts processes around this, like say if you changed your rigid thinking to a more open way of thinking about this and have some flexibility, as in create space for energy to flow and for people to grow. Okay, so this is you. When you do that, you allow the other person to grow as well, and this can result in your happiness. Okay, so most important is your happiness. So now there is, when you do that too, like you allow space for the energy to flow, that, you know, a change in the wind, things start to shift. They move from black and white, and you know, maybe all the colors in between can be seen. This takes action as well. This time for a nap in reverse, I do feel links in with the yang energy, like time for action, time not for rest right now, like do the work. I love that there's a little fox there. The fox, maybe look up fox, because the fox is coming out very strong in today's reading. So but yeah, anyway, what I was starting off this story with, 808, by the way, wow, a message in a bottle. So there is going to be a communication, and I feel like that's going to be very revealing, very illuminating, just because I saw the 808 there as well. Anyway, this could be about, yeah, because this could also signify that there's been a block in communication, and that you wanted to perhaps communicate them because you have the question why. You've got questions that you want answered, or you feel like something's unresolved. And that could be to tying in with attachment styles as well, because if you're anxious, if you've got an anxious attachment style, it can be very hard for you to resolve things within yourself without communication or connection with the other person. It can feel like you can't find resolution, so that can be very challenging, and it can feel very unfair. And then yeah, you have this soulmates card in reverse, so you know that's indicating there is a complication or a block here, that something, you know, something needs to shift. So let's see, I might jump into a tarot story right now. Jump into some kind of story. That was a lot. So anyway, But, you know, that's symbolic in itself, because sometimes there is a lot. There's a lot of complexity and a lot of layers to these type of connections. So what is the tarot story for people that are resonating with this reading? What do they need to know that would be for their highest good in this situation? Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands in reverse there, and then we've got the Knight of Swords. So it could feel like very much doors are closed right now, but during this time you are encouraged to seek the higher wisdom that is available to you, and to find inspiration via healing, because you've got the Star card that came out next. So use this time to focus on you, get a higher perspective with the Knight of Swords there, and what's going to help you do that is your own self-healing. Then we've got the Magician there in reverse. So it's like some of you feel like you don't know how to begin that healing, and that could be true for some of you. Nine of Swords, you could feel just overwhelmed with anxiety and stress around the situation, not being able to think clearly about, that can actually be a block for you sort of getting your higher wisdom, because you've got the Eagle here and then the Owl. So the higher wisdom's there, but if you're in a state of a lot of anxiety, it can be very challenging to access that wisdom that you do have. It's just that you could be blocked from it, and that could be why this Ace of Wands is closed as well, or reversed, I should say. Here you've got the Five of Wands. Yeah, so you feel like there's a lot of obstacles in your way right now, a lot of things to overcome, a lot of hurdles. Here you've got the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. It's like you want to move forward and get to a place, because the Four of Pentacles is often a card of, Four of Pentacles. I was thinking it was the Four of Wands. No, sorry. So, a bee just landed over there on my decks. Interesting. Again, go back to community when you need support. So Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Yeah, there could be something that you need to heal and release and let go before you can get back into this empowered state with the King of Wands here. So is there a belief or something that you've been holding on to that really isn't serving you at this time? Seven of Cups. Sorry, so distracted by the bee. Seven of Cups in reverse. So make a decision to do that. Sometimes it's just making a decision rather than being lost in all the things. Can be really empowering just to make one decision that's going to serve you and help you move forward, because there you've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. So it feels like you need to make a decision about something, and it could be around what to let go of. Which could be many things. Like it could be like you just letting go of any outcomes that you feel like should happen with this person, or how you see things in your head about whatever, whatever it is that needs to go. Because I split the deck and you've got the Tower. So the Tower can feel scary, but in reality, the Tower moments can often be a pathway to peace in our lives. So there you go, alignment. Right after the Tower, we've got the Lovers alignment. So it just reminds me of that saying, let it all go and then see what stays, or see who stays, that kind of thing. Move out of fear. Move into more an energy of faith, of what's meant to be for you will be for you. So, and it could be that something completely different is illuminated to you after the Tower moment. Okay, yeah, Death. So it's going to be a transformation. We don't always know what this is. Well, we often don't know what this is going to look like. Oh, there's the bee. Hang on. Can you see the bee? It's a queen bee. I think it's a queen bee. Anyway, yeah. There's something about that, isn't there? Queen bee and the fox. Yeah. So anyway, amazing time of transformation between the Tower, the Lovers, and Death, right? These are three major energies, all assisting you See, because the Death card and the Tower card, like, they would be seeming more of the more intense, sort of scarier energies of the tarot, but really they're just very powerful energies that can help you align with what it is that's for you. So that's cool. Queen of Swords. Well, yeah, she came out in today's daily as well, and she ties in with the whole thing about make a decision, and how making a decision can be very important for you and your path. Four of Swords in reverse on the bottom. So again, it's like this message of there's something that you need to take action on. Okay, final message here for from the tarot. The Hierophant. Have faith. Have faith in your journey. Be proud of who you are. Show your true colors no matter what, okay? Just be your true self. Have faith in yourself and your higher wisdom and what you're bringing down into this earth. Like energy-wise, like what you're grounding here. I feel like that, you know, there's a higher calling here for you is what I'm getting with this. So again, seek that higher wisdom. But to do that, you may need to move out of stress and anxiety. So renew your energy. The Empress. All right, let me see. I want to move to a different deck now. Okay, let's just tap into their energy for a minute and see how they're feeling about this connection. So how is the other person in this connection feeling towards the viewer? What is their true feeling? Okay, Two of Cups in reverse and Queen of Cups. There's well, they're feeling the emotional disconnect there as well, for sure. But I feel like they need, yeah, wow. They could be very heartbroken over this situation as well and not knowing what to do with it. I feel like they need to bring in a lot of self-love and nurture as well. When I see the Queen of Cups in reverse, that's kind of what it indicates to me. They could be seeking inspiration and or seeking a way to come out of the cold here with you, because you've got the Devil card there as well. So I feel like they could be doing an internal review of how to turn things around, how to get on top of this and make a move somehow, because it feels like that's very closed off for them. But they're trying to have faith that something can be balanced out as well, and that they can come forward to you with a love offering. But at the same time, there's something here that they need to face, and they know it. And there's a transformation that they're having as well with the death and rebirth there. Yep. Hang on a sec. I'm just seeing more of the story here. Yeah, I feel like they have to get on top of their own emotional well-being and find the love in their own life before they can come towards you with the Lovers there in reverse. They've got a lot of stuff that they've got to heal before they can feel secure enough and solid enough within themselves that they feel confident enough that they can be strong enough to build with you and to have things grow with you. There's work to be done. There's healing to be done. Okay, so that, yeah, says a lot about the space that they're in, and you can sort of have compassion for them with what they've got going on as well. And I feel like, yeah, having compassion for yourself and for the other person and just holding that space of unconditional love is very helpful. Holding space but not holding on tightly so energy cannot flow, you know what I mean? All right, so let's see, let's take a look at you here. What have you got going on that you're perhaps not looking at? Okay, Queen of Pentacles, what are you seeing? Queen of Pentacles, and then the Star overcrossed like that, and then the Five of Wands. Okay, so It's interesting, they had the King of Pentacles and you have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're both in this space where you're doing a lot of work on your own self-worth. Like this is the position that you both want to hold, this groundedness, this self-confidence, this self-assured energy. But this is what needs healing, right? This is where the work needs to be done because there's a lot of conflict going on there. So, you know, that's what happens, I guess, too. If you're not feeling like this security, if you feel insecure, it can create a lot of conflict in your exterior world and in your internal world. But, you know, that's something that needs to be healed. That connection with self where you can feel and embody that energy. Wow, I split the deck. You got the Three of Swords. So there's a lot of heartache between the both of you. Like both your heart chakras are experiencing a lot of pain and need healing. And that's something that, you know, I feel like maybe watch today's daily as well. This could be relevant for you if you're resonating with this reading. Okay, Four of Swords and then Ten of Wands. Yeah, there needs to be this time and space of healing, but where you restore your energy, receive divine messages about mending your heart, right? What do you need? And then, you know, that's what's going to help you to move on from that cycle so you don't have to feel that way anymore. Wow, again, there's the Four of Pentacles here. Okay, yeah, this is tapping into today's daily as well. Something here that needs to be released and let go. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so you can choose to change harmful coping mechanisms and or addictions that keep you from feeling your feelings, understanding that healing involves feeling, and whatever your feelings are is okay. So being able to sit with yourself and maybe the uncomfortability of what you're feeling, that is okay, and just reassure yourself of that. You've got this card Yes here as well, and then you've got facades as well. So it's like when you heal as well, you're sort of working through layers that then reveal the true you. And it's good if you can be the real you around the person that you love, but even being real with yourself to start off with is kind of important. So anything else from this deck? Allow time, space, and grace for healing. So I feel like that's an important one, needed on both sides here. And that was on the side, so that's showing that it is in the flow. And then on the bottom, we had prioritize self-care. So, and I split the deck. So this is important for you. Prioritize self-care. And then when I split the deck, you've got the energy of waiting is more waiting. Live your life for you right now. So yeah, don't put your life on hold. Just concentrate on yourself and where you're at. Self-love, all that jazz. You know, do things that you love, that bring you joy. And, you know, put time and energy into yourself and your own healing. Okay, what are we going to finish off with? That's the question. Maybe an astro message. Okay, let me just grab my astro deck. Okay, we've got Mars in reverse there, and then Leo also in reverse. So move forward and defend self. So it could be, yeah, that you've got, you know, your physical energy, you may not be, like if you're feeling heartbroken, sometimes it's hard to feel motivated, you know, it's hard to feel like you've got action to be inspired and move forward and things like that. With the Leo card here, it's self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. I would say taking action on what brings you joy, because Leo is 5th house, right? So it is linked to creativity in the inner child, happiness, being the true you, creativity. So creativity would be a good place to start for your self-care, and even just writing down your own personal priorities, like what do you need to do for you. That's a great place to start. Yes. Okay, let's see. 9th house in reverse, fixed in reverse. So spiritual growth. Understand that this is a time of spiritual growth. As painful as this feels, you know, we saw with the 3 of Swords there. Again, if you can link into the higher perspective and sort of oversee what's happening here and understand that it is part of your spiritual growth, and there is going to be a time where you sort of see how you've grown through this. With fixed in reverse there, it's like, was it this reading or the... Yeah, it was this reading. We saw the flexible card and that was in reverse as well. So it's just about being able to shift perspectives, move energy, not be too fixated on one way of thinking or one way of seeing things, or not budging from, I don't know, I'm just getting the words like holding, like a holding space, like not letting the energy flow. So try and release that and let go. You know, with the open hand here, it's just like release and let go. And again, it's like, well, what will come, and what will go. So try and move out of any fear, because when you do that, that's when you're in your soul sovereignty. Like your solar plexus is very strong, very self-contained energy, and happy. So anyway, I hope this reading helped in some way. And the last card I'm going to leave you with is, when I split the deck, you've got Libra, which is about relationships. It's about balance. So finding your own inner balance, because you won't, you know, it's hard to get that that balance with a person outside yourself if you haven't got that inner balance within. So, you know, work on that as well. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.